Pokemon. Do they exist? Who's to say? I certainly don't know. I guess we'll just have to find... Oh, no. Oh, I just read one of those, Pokemon... Oh, it's probably talking about, like, the... Yeah, it's talking about the adult characters. Okay. It's like, oh, Pokemon adult hotness scale, 1 to 9. No. I want... Yeah, I'll just do... I'll just do this one. And I'll wait. Oh, I need to open up, mix it up. Because I have redeems now. Nobody redeem anything just yet. I say as if anybody is here currently. Soon. Alright, redeems should be fine now. That, I think a normal tier list goes from S to D. So this person has added E and F, which is nice, because usually I feel like they don't give you enough, they don't give you quite enough space. Not quite enough options. I should put on, I don't know, I don't know what music is allowed. I don't know. I don't know what music is allowed to have in the background, but it would be nice to have some kind of music. Something or other. Another problem being, looping it for a long time might not necessarily be... Might not necessarily be the best. But we will see. I don't know how loud that music actually sounds either. Hopefully decently audible, but not too loud. That's a lot of sprites. Does the Smasher Pass come before or after the tier list? Well... Pokemon. Maybe we can save the Smasher Pass for another day. I'm gonna find a better looping one. Hell yeah. I think that's the first time that's been redeemed, actually. This is lo-fi music, but let's see if it's like good lo-fi or boring lo-fi. Is that lo-fi or is that just chill? Fucking... Yeah, what did I set the description for that one for? Causes the streamer to become very cool, yeah. I had some fun with the descriptions. I want to get more things like this set up, but I just have to figure out what I would want to do. I'll just go through the whole fucking soundtrack, I don't care. Ooh. Alright, I guess I'll just frickin' get started on Pokemon. Do I go in order, or do I just kind of go with whatever I end up grabbing? Yay, nay, order, random. What am I doing here? Got 3 people in now for a tier list. Said it before, I'm gonna have to be a tier list streamer. Use this list, but sort them alphabetically. I don't want to be here until, like... I'm gonna be here until midnight if I'm doing that shit. I wouldn't even know where to begin. Abra. I'll start with Abra. I think Abra is very cute. But I don't think it's anything special. It also sucks ass. But I'm not really going based on if they're good or not, necessarily. B for Abra. I have a weird kind of... situation where it's like, I don't know how to rate them exactly, because like I'd want to just go with if I like them, but sometimes I'll like a thing but it's not very good and that makes me a little disappointed because it's like a final stage. Like this fella right here, Parasect. I like Parasect quite a bit. It's not very good. And that makes me a little bit bummed. So like I wouldn't want to put it in S. I would put it in A. Is the music a fine volume or is it too loud? Look at this big fat fucking Pikachu. Fat Pikachu gets an A. Sandshrew. Or Sandslash. Sandslash, I think, also gets an A, because it's very cool and spiky. It has claws. I don't remember if I still do have it, like an old Burger King toy for Sandslash. I had the Burger King, had the Voltorb. Just gonna get a solid C. Also, Electrode is gonna get a solid C, but Electrode is gonna be above. The Voltorb would, like, spin, like it was like a spinning top thing, and you could rev the bottom little top thing on the ground, and it would, like, not like a motor, but I think there's just, like, a ball bearing inside it. I never had the reversible Pokeballs. Everyone likes Ditto. I don't know if Ditto should be S, but it's definitely top of the A. Nidoking is S. Because he's cool. Beedrill is another one of those ones where it's like, I like this thing a lot, but it's not very good. So it's gonna go also an A. I don't know if Ninetales is good, but I like it. So it's also gonna go an A. Machamp. I love Machamp. I love that guy. Ninetales was the best in Gen 5 when it got drought. I see. That makes some sense, I suppose. I was never... I don't know shit about, like, Pokemon moves, really, or like, strategy, really. I know, like, the bare minimum. Just enough to play through the games and have mild fun. Do you prefer regular or a shiny Machamp? Honestly, there are very few Pokemon that I actually know what the shinies are offhand. Machamp is not one of them. Is it one of them fucking pea green nasties, or what? Machamp is very green, I see. Probably not, then. I appreciate all the greens. I don't think most of them look good. I have complicated opinions on Pokemon shinies. I know what a shiny Gyarados looks like. Also, Gyarados is obviously going to go in either S or A. But which one? I think A. I think top of the A. The reason why I like Machamp as much as I do, I always liked him, but like, I started liking him more after playing Pokken Tournament. I think he had a very fun personality in that game. Not a great game, but fun. Let's see here. I'll go ahead and put a coughing into wheezing. Actually, I like coughing more than wheezing. To be honest, I think he's funny. Kabutops is also very cool. I tend to like a lot of the cool guys, I think. Like Gengar. And Onyx is also pretty cool, but not like crazy cool. He's just like, yeah, he's kind of cool. Yeah, spiky guys are always cool. Oddly enough, I never really cared that much for Jolteon. I don't dislike Jolteon, but I never cared about it at all. I acknowledge that it's one of the better evolutions, but like, eh. I always thought Vaporeon was cool. I don't know if A or B. Probably low A. No, high B. Where's that fucking dog fox thing? I also like Flareon as well. I acknowledge that it's not very good, I think. I remember that being a thing, but I don't really care, because I thought it was cute. Wigglytuff is also gonna go in S. But Jigglypuff is not. But it's still pretty good. I like Jigglypuff enough, I suppose. Diglett. I appreciate Diglett. I appreciate Wigglytuff more because of, the second Mystery Dungeon games. He was the guild leader and he was very fun and silly. Also just like the design more. I think it's funny. Look at him. Look at those weird blank eyes. It's just looking off in different directions. Unfocused creature. Rapidash is also cool. Not, like, the coolest, but cool. Ponyta's, yeah, whatever. It's a horse. Magnemite, also good. I don't really like Machop, honestly. And Machamp is fine. Didn't he say Yumta or something? I don't remember. I know he had some kind of goofy thing that he said, but I don't remember what it was. It's been a long time. Pinsir. think probably also S. Also Scyther. As everyone knows, Scyther is your favorite Pokemon. Kabuto is funny and cute and a little weird guy that skitters around, and I like it a lot. Unlike Seal, which I do not like very much. Dugong is fine. Dugong is a solid C. Top of the C. Never really liked Chansey very much. It's fine. I never remember which one is Hitmonchan and Hitmonchan. I think this one's Hitmonchan. It's alright. I never cared that much for it, but it's not, I don't dislike it, I guess. Oh, it's fucking Hitmonlee. What did I say? Did I say Hitmonchop and Hitmon... Did I say Hitmonlee? I don't fucking know what I'm talking about, man. I like Hitmonlee. Hitmonchop? Hitmonchop? Hitmonchan? Hitmonchop? I don't know what I'm fucking talking about. Hitmonlee. I like much more. The fourth evolution, yeah. I feel like I could found a better playlist for this. This is what I get for not preparing at all beforehand. I know for next time, I guess. I probably said that last time too, though. So maybe not. We'll see. Tauros exists in some capacity. I think I like Tauros, but like I've never used Tauros. It's kind of in that weird nebulous area. Growlithe is a funny little dog. I have, I suppose, positive opinions on. A little more than neutral. Arcanine's cool, though. Big dog. Big dog made of fire. Cubone, I think, is cute. Marowak. I don't know if I like... It's not D, I just have it here for now. I don't know if I like Marowak more or less than Cubone. Regular trainer battle music is actually really, really good listening back to it. There's some good music in the original games. Like, pretty dang decent songs in there. I wish some of them would loop in this. Had a lot going on. I think I do like Marowak a little bit more than Cubone. Not like a huge amount, but a little bit. Whoa. Whoa. Meowth. Everybody likes Meowth. Including me. Persian's fine. I'll put Persian in, like, high C. Alakazam's cool, though. Nyasu. Kadabra. I'm gonna do something fucked up and put it right in between these two. I like Oddish quite a bit. Like that there's a Pokemon whose name is just its nationality. Is there? What? Persian. Oh, yeah. I always thought Persian was weird because it's like, that's just a kind of cat, and it's a kind of cat. It's like, that's not very creative, but it's also kind of funny, and that's like such a plain cat. Like, that's just a fucking mountain lion. With a gem. Fairy using Sing in the background. Yeah, there's all kinds of funny, freaky noises going on there. I like Moltres. I think Moltres is cool. I took that, there's like a top 10 type website where you just click through all of the Pokemon and it takes fucking 15 hours. And somehow Zapdos ended up in my top 10, even though it was not intentional at all, and I don't really care that much about Zapdos. Like, I like this song a lot. Zapdos is like a, I don't know, a B for me. But it's apparently a top 10, so that kind of became like an inside joke between a couple friends. Articuno is also cool, but I like Moltres more. Paris is fine. I'll put Paris a little bit below Abra. Everybody likes Mewtwo. I think if you don't like Mewtwo, you're lying. I think Mewtwo is objectively sick. Kind of without question, really. He was fine. Nothing crazy. It's cute enough. I'm gonna put Mew in C, actually. I like this guy just looking up, just like, ooh, what's going on? Slowpoke is very funny and very good. I don't think it's actually very good, but it's good. I like his dopey little face. I drew a Slowpoke Peter Griffin once, where it's just like, it's a Peter Griffin standing there in his Peter Griffin stance, and he's got a Slowpoke head. Slowpoke is good, actually. Oh. Is Slowpoke good, or is, like, Slowbro or Slowking good? Speaking of, Slowbro. Don't care about Slowbro as much. Not bad, but not as good. Slowpoke is good as far as Babymons go. Okay, so it's good for like 2 levels. Then you find something better. We need to bring back the Slowpoke meme. There are a lot of memes which died needlessly. I think overuse kills things. And there's a lot of overuse these days, so things just like zoom right by. Painted Slowpoke on a cornhole board for a kid's birthday last year. Nice. I just had to explain what cornhole was the other day to a few people. They didn't know what it was. I thought it was a Canadian thing. Like, I knew that it was a game down in the States as well, but I thought it was called something else down there, and it was called cornhole up here. Slowbro and Slowking are really, really good even to this day. Good. I'm glad. They deserve it, honestly. Okay, I have to pull up a meme, actually. If I can find it anyway. There's a Slowking meme that I think about sometimes. Although I doubt I'm gonna find it on DuckDuckGo, because DuckDuckGo can't fucking search for anything. Maybe I'm not gonna be able to find it. No, okay, I don't think I'm gonna be able to find it. I'll find it later. Suck, suck, blow. What are you talking about? Inside gym theme is so good, they never got this feeling again in the series. It's been a while since I've played. Oh, okay, suck, suck, go, I see. Let me look it up on DuckDuckGo. That is such a mouthful. I wish the DuckDuckGo was better. DuckLetGo. I started using it because, Google sucks ass. And I don't respect Google. But then it started to not actually search for things very well. And somehow Google is doing better. So I sometimes just have to go to Google to actually find the stuff that I'm looking for. DuckDuckGo is like, if you're looking for... It's better for websites than it is for images by far. Is not good at finding like specific memes or images like that. Bulbasaur is fun. I think I always get Venusaur and Ivysaur mixed up. I think this is Ivysaur, this is Venusaur. 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 Ivysaur. I like around the same amount as Bulbasaur, I think. And Venusaur is cooler. I think the shades just go until someone takes them off. I think. I could take them off. If you really don't like them. What if I do a second set of shades? Well, if you do a second set of shades, then it would just... Oh, no. Yeah, no, apparently there's a 10-minute cooldown. I should change that to be not 10 minutes. That's a long time. Oh, kitty cat. The kitty cat. I think this is the first time that's actually been redeemed. What else we got? What else we got? I never cared that much for Raichu. It's fine. I never thought Raichu was that special, honestly. It's good. I acknowledge that it's good, I think, but I don't really care that much. I like Pikachu more. Psyduck is fun. It's around Pikachu level of enjoyment. Golduck, I never really cared that much for. I put it in the C. Zubat is like a bottom of the B. I like it, but it's nothing crazy. Golbat, though. Golbat is funny. I like it. I like watching it move around. I got Psyduck in the Mystery Dungeon personality quiz, so Golduck is one of my favorite Pokemon. Golduck has never made sense to me as an evolution. It's a duck. I mean, I think it's just because it's psychic. So it's like, oh, he's got headaches, he's got weird psychic stuff. Now he's got the head sprouts because his weird psychic stuff. He's got a gem because he's a weird psychic duck. And he's blue because psychics are blue. I guess. I never played the first Mystery Dungeon games. I played Darkness. And I don't remember what I got to start with. But I remember not really caring that much about it, so I just kind of cheated and picked Totodile. Are they not even psychic type? They just have head stuff? Are they just water, or what? Not even psychic type. Okay, well... this is what happens if you have too many headaches, then. I don't know. Fuck, man. Golduck couldn't even learn Psychic until Gen 4. Damn. That's kind of fucked up. Dugtrio is alright. I got nothing wrong with Dugtrio. Put him above Tauros, at least. I'm gonna move this feller up. Clefairy. Everyone likes Clefairy. You'd be fucked up to not like Clefairy. Yes, I would like one Psyduck. Please hold the Psy, please. Give me... Duck. Just Duck. Dratini is fine. It alright. Pikachu stole Clefairy's spot as main character. It did, because Clefairy was kind of insufferable. God, this is so good. Also, Golduck isn't gold. No, it's not Gold Duck, it's Golduck. Because it's meeting its goals. It's goal-oriented. This is a guy well on his grind set, who knows what he wants, and he's out there getting it. Lickitung. Probably B. Never really liked Jinx that much. Bottom of the C. Kind of neutral, low neutral on it. Mr. Mime is kind of like a high C. Golduck. Dragonair is kind of cool. It's very long, which is neat. It's like a big old sea serpent. And then for some reason it turns into Dragonite, which is like... I got no problems with Dragonite. I could like a Dragonite every once in a while, but... Why is it orange? Why is it not a snake? Why did they do it that way? Like, it's the conspiracy theories about Gen 1 Pokemon having wrong evolutions. I know they're not true, but I believe them. It's a fun sentence. I've always wondered if, like, there was something going on with that. Like, if they had other plans for that line, because, like... I feel like it doesn't make that much sense. Like, I could see if it was intentional. It's like, oh yeah, you know, they're evolving. It's like it's the final evolution. So it's a big deal. It changed into something else, like a chrysalis turning into a butterfly. But it's a dragon, so that's not really a thing. Those fucking these guys, this fucking thing. Dragonair was meant to evolve into Gyarados, dude. No, I don't really think that's the case, because this one is, like, very specifically... There's, like, lore behind it, like, Japanese... Where is... Where's the fish? Where's the fish? There's the fish. I like Magikarp a lot, actually. It sucks, but it's very funny. And it has heart. No, I'll put it, like, at bottom of the A tier, but I do like it a lot. Gyarados is a very important lesson in Pokemon. The lesson, you never know what you might get when a Pokemon evolves, so you should continue to explore and see what the world has to offer. No, actually, you should just go online and look at tier lists. And see what things evolve into. Grow up. I think you should stop having fun and start winning. There is no time to explore in video games. This is serious business. Porygon gets a high rating. Weedle is kind of whatever. Not the worst. I'll put it in, like... I'll put it above... If I can get it in there. I'll put it above, Machoke, but below Ponyta. The internet makes me sad. You can't have people, just liking things. And just having fun with a thing. You gotta go online and figure everything out by looking it up. There's nothing left to mystery. Before a game is out, you gotta look at all the leaks. You gotta see what files have been found in the pre-release or the early release things that were sent to Australia, and the guy was like, I'm just gonna play this before it comes out because I'm the store owner. And now everybody knows everything in the game, and they don't have to experience it for themselves, because people are afraid to experience things, I guess. Guys, can we change the music? The song is giving me epilepsy. This is an epilepsy channel. You get epilepsy here. Sorry. The purple ones are just cooler. Sorry, girls. It's okay, I'm better now. You got over it. They're still alright, though. Nidoqueen is kind of cool. Well, maybe, like, I don't know, there. Kinda cool, not anything too crazy. I never really cared for the Pidgey line that much. It's alright. I like Pidgey, I think, the most out of any of them. Caterpie, I don't really care about. I like Metapod more than I like Caterpie. And I like Kakuna more than I like Metapod. I wish that there was more going on with Ekans. I think the design is a little boring, but it's a snake, and snakes are cool. I think Arbok does a better job, but also still sucks ass. As far as I remember. Clefable. Everybody likes Clefable. Pretty high rating. Just a cute little guy. Pretty good, as far as I remember. I remember liking Kingdra a lot. And not really caring that much for Horsey. Probably like there. Yeah, a lot of the Gen 1 sprites were... Well, a lot of the Gen 1 sprites after Green were pretty good. Some of the green ones are fun, but very wonky. These ones are, like, I think a better representation of what the Pokemon actually looks like. Oh, man. Charmander is pretty good. Charmeleon is... I've never known how to feel about Charmeleon. I think I like it. But, like... It's nothing, like, super crazy. I think I'm gonna move Charmander down as well. Gotta move some stuff around now that I've got more stuff going on. I feel like the popular opinion right now is to not like Charizard. Because there's just so much fucking Charizard everywhere. You can't avoid Charizard. Which is fair and true. But I do like Charizard a lot, and think that he's cool and silly. So he's gonna get a high A. Squirtle's fine. Wartortle is a little better than Squirtle. Blastoise is pretty cool. My least favorite of the three, I think, but still very cool, because it's Blastoise. I don't really care about Butterfree, to be honest. I don't really like Butterfree that much. I like Venonat a lot more. Though I acknowledge it's not good. Or, not... That's Venonat. Did I say Venomoth or Venonat? Put Venonat down here. I still like Venonat, but, like, it's not anything too special. Drowsy and Hypno... Okay, they exist. I think I like Drowsy more than Hypno. I don't know the rules on, Oh, I still have cat ears. Those are supposed to go away after a certain point. But I guess they're not, which is fine, really. Well, maybe not. I don't want people joining and thinking that those are a permanent fixture. I have timers set for them, but I guess they're just not going off. I don't know. You like Drowsy's snout and little pants. Yeah. I think he's funny. I like that he's much more clearly a tapir. Hypno's like, I'm just a molester. Funny time for Nate to join in. Drowsy was my quickest hunted Pokemon. 9 eggs. What does that mean? Like shiny hunt? Nate, you can read the title. Doing a tier list of Pokemon Gen 1 and then Gen 2 afterwards. I can hatch Drowsy in a single Drowsy egg. It's pretty good. Sandshrew is alright. I like it a little. I think I've only ever tried doing shiny egg stuff like with one Pokemon. What was it? It was in Gen 6. I think it was, that fucking thing. It was one of them Pokemon. Either way, it sucked and I hated it. And I do not have the patience for that kind of shit. At all. That is extremely boring. I did Masuda method a few times, but then I stopped because there's no potential for marks. I still don't really know what marks are. I know they're a new Pokemon thing, so I will never encounter that, but it sucks that it was boring. Or not possible, sorry. I was still thinking about my shiny experience. I like this little guy more than the rest of his things. Well, Victory Bell is fun. Marks can only be seen on the summary menu and not the Pokemon themselves. Why did the music stop? Hi Nate, I'm drawing and playing Wario World on my Wii and watching this. Hello, friend. Why is the music stopping? That's not good. I don't know. It'll come back if it wants to. Don't forget the marks bestow a title that is seen when you bring out the Pokemon. Ooh. So you wish you weren't watching now. Yeah, Nate puts Wario above all else, which I can respect. Tangela is... alright. I don't think it's a B. I think Tangela is like a C. Like a high C. Like that orange juice. Lapras. I always thought Lapras was kind of neat. It's like a high B, I think. Let's be real. Am should be playing Wario World. Let's be real about this. Maybe one day. I'll say I'm not really in a rush to do it, but like it's not off the table by any means. I like both of these guys quite a bit. I always thought Amistar specifically was kind of cool. Aerodactyl I've never actually had, but always liked. Amistar Runner. I was trying to think of something to say as Homestar that would be related, but I couldn't think of anything. Eevee. I'm gonna put Eevee in C, because if I'm being honest... No, I'll put it in bottom of the B. Eevee is cute enough, I guess, but I've never really had much attachment to Eevee. Like, some people seem to have. It's like, yeah, it's Eevee. Haunter is great. Get in there, get in, motherfucker. Ghastly is also great. Shelder, I think, is kind of funny. It's not anything, like, too crazy. It's definitely bottom of B. Where's Cloyster at? I just saw Cloyster. The fuck did it go? Cloyster is like, probably there. I've never known if it's Rattata or Rattata. I don't even remember what I've always called it either. I think I've just kind of mixed up between the two. Either way, it's like top of C, I guess. It's not anything crazy. Raticate is cooler, but also still not like anything crazy. Rattata. I don't care about this bird. This bird is much cooler. Not that cool. I'll put it below Tauros, because I like Tauros a little more. I like Rhyhorn more than I like Rhydon. I don't think either of them are like anything crazy, but... I don't know what it is. I think it's just... He's got a cool shape to him, Rhyhorn. Champion music goes so hard. It's pretty good. I hope people are going to be saying that for Ghost Gray. I'm pretty proud of the Ghost Gray champion theme. Vulpix is cute, but nothing to write home about. Gloom. I've never cared too much for Gloom. I don't dislike it, but... Vileplume is fun. Nothing crazy, but fun. Geodude's kind of the same deal. Nothing crazy, but fun. I've kind of always liked Graveler a little more. Gloom's name goes hard, yeah. It's certainly not bad. It's no Snorlax, though. Krabby is a crab, and Kingler is a slightly better crab. Like Kingler, I'll say like probably like up here. Farfetch'd is probably like bottom of the sea because I don't think about it very much. Now play gold, silver, crystal music. I'll do that when I do Gen 2. There's still like 2 minutes of Gen 1 music. Maybe I'll do like a speed round. Golem is alright. I like it, I think, about as much as Graveler. Mankey is pretty whatever. Primate is bottom of the B. I got nothing against Primate. He's kind of funny. I think it's funny that it gets so mad that it dies sometimes. I think that's like lore. It just gets so mad that it dies. Which is just kind of weird and crazy. Kind of funny. Like the trade Farfetch'd get because his name is Chiding. Chiding. That's how Primate evolves. This is Magneton. I like Magneton well enough. I think I like Magnemite more. You're shitting me. I was trying to think of a word that it sounds similar to, but I couldn't really think of anything. But that works. I don't really care about the eggs. Low C. Honestly, I don't really care about the coconut tree either. Mid C. Well, high C. I like it more than eggs. Personally would put Farfetch'd higher just because of its rarity in the Gen 1 games only obtainable from some trade. Also, it was useful to me as a false swiper when I played some other games. Yeah, I mean, I could believe it has, I could believe it has some use, but I personally haven't gotten any use out of it, and also, its design is like... Alright. It's kinda cute. I'll put it a little higher and see. I certainly do like it more than some of these guys, but... Nothing too crazy for me. I'm sorry to do this to you, Nate, but I do like Magmar. I don't really care about Goldeen. And I don't really care about Seeking. I like Seeking more than I like Goldeen. But I don't really care about either. I think about... Yeah, actually, you know what? It's gonna go top of D. But it's voice, though. How do you feel about that video? Or like that story of them talking about Goldeen's voice being very sexy. And that's why it got in Smash Bros. I do not like that fact. I think it's very funny. Kangaskhan. I always thought Kangaskhan was weird. And I never really think about it that much. But it's like, I think about it and I'm like, yeah, Kangaskhan. It's not bad. It's not very often that I think that, but never knew that fact. That is wild. Yeah, that's why Goldeen is in Smash Bros. Because it has a sexy voice. Apparently just completely agreed upon by multiple people in charge. Kangaskhan can go up there. Kangaskhan is funny because of what its name is referencing. Plus, it is a cute Mega Evolution. Mega Evolution. I don't know about that. Why is the loving mother Pokemon named after a man with hundreds of children? Obviously, because he was a loving mother. Doduo is funny. Dodrio is less funny, but kind of cool, I guess, in a way. Well, not. I like the code because Kangaskhan is in the first level of Pokemon Snap. Is it? I've never played Pokemon Snap. I've watched someone play a small amount of Pokemon Snap. I remember there was a volcano, and I think Moltres is like behind some lava or something. And then they went to the Mew level where all you see is Mew, and that's my experience with Pokemon Snap. I don't like Electabuzz nearly as much as I like I can't fucking remember his name now. Bubsy. Bubsy 3D. His name is Boober. Yeah, Boober. I like the name Boober. Booby. Yeah, that's Magby, isn't it? Booby, Boober, and Boob Mortar. The stars are fine. I've never felt too strongly about them, but they're cool. I don't know what Magby is. I just said Booby because you said Bubsy. I think it is. I think it is Booby, like Buby, or maybe Bubi. So it's something like that. Either way. Uh, Muck. I like. I had a Muck card as a kid where it's like looking up out of a like from under a sewer grate, and I always thought that that was a very cute card. I think that's the one that was censored in the West, where in Japan it was doing like a at least people I think perceived it as like an upskirt. Um, but I guess I was untainted by not being a Japanese youth and just saw it and was like, oh, it's just peeking out from the sewer, and it's like in the it's cute. I thought it was cute. I like Muck. I mean Grimer. This one's Muck. Muck backwards is come, and that's funny. And Muck is also just kind of like a big gloop of gloop. So that's a good enough reason to put him in B, I think. Magmortar is Booburn, apparently. I did know that, but I forgot, so I figure I'll just go with Boob Mortar. Muck is good gloop, is a well-designed gloop. I agree. You can do gloop well, and you can do gloop poorly, and I think that they did a good job designing this particular gloop. Uh, Poly animal. Top of the C. I don't really care. Low B. Slightly above that one B. They're alright. Never felt strongly about any of them. Tentacool. I don't really care that much about Tentacool. It's alright. I'll put it top of C. Tentacruel, though. Tentacruel is pretty cool. And Missing No is a Pokemon. Perhaps. I'll put it in, like, bottom of the B tier because I think it's pretty cool that it's there. I remember being pretty disappointed that it sucked absolute ass the first time I ever got one. And that is Gen 1. Where is it? Yeah, I can get it all. What are we thinking about that? Reasonably accurate? You don't agree with all of my choices. I'm sorry, but that's gonna have to be a weak ban. It's either accurate or it's not accurate, you know? Like these are the objectively correct choices. I like LaFable. Yeah, I wouldn't say it's a favorite, but it's pretty high up there. It's got a good design. It's a funny little guy. But Lickitung higher than I'm used to, so for that I'm thankful. I have no problem with Lickitung at all. I could not understand any Lickitung hate. It's just a tongue guy. What's wrong with a tongue guy? He's got funny little designs on him. I don't like Licky Licky that much. Uh, I'll have to see where it goes when I end up getting to I think it's Gen 4. Gen 4 tier list. Like Lickitung's big tail and yellow rings. Yeah. It's an interesting design. Like they did more than just, yeah, it's a guy with a tongue. Like they slapped some pizzazz on him. What if he didn't have a tail? I think he would be missing a lot if he didn't have a tail. He was just all pink, didn't have any yellow on him. Maybe they gave him like a yellow belly instead of the stripes. He could be so much worse, but he's cool. Save or download. Don't look at my screen. I don't know if it's gonna hit me with some shit. Download image. My image. Okay, I don't think that's gonna hit me with some shit. All right, that's a tier list. One last look at it before it goes away forever, and by that, and I mean I'm gonna post it later in the server either way. Yeah, that's Pokemon. Pokemon Gen 2. Surprised there wasn't anything at the way bottom. I like most Gen 1 designs. There are some that I don't really like that much, but it's like they're not the worst, you know? Uh I don't want the Game Boy Advance sprites. I want oh, fuck it. That's fine. We'll do the fucking these ones are here. So we'll do them. They're very colorful. Oh, that's because they're not on the fucking Game Boy. Is there one for Game Boy Color? I would have put Pikachu way at the bottom because I'm getting really tired of seeing it. I don't really... I get that for sure. Um, I feel like for the most part, I'm not really affected by stuff like that much. Like if I like a thing, I tend to just kind of like it, whether it's around too much or not. I think that they should give the spotlight to more Pokemon, like Pikachu and um, Charizard are in way too much, and they should definitely do some other stuff with some other Pokemon. But like, I like them. I'll put them high up because I like them. Uh, Johto, Johto. Johto expansion pack. Not quite what I'm looking for, my friend. Is there one that's like Johto sprites? Johto Pokemon. That's not it. I want the sprites. Give me them. Give me them sprites. Johto sprites. I don't want the expansion pack. Whatever, it doesn't matter that much. I'll just do this. Time for Pokemon Gen 2 music. Pokemon music for Gen 2 music game with Pokemon. Yeah.